You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
Oh, sorry. Welcome to Avondale, Arizona, and race number 2 of the Monsters of Speed NewGen Cup Series playoffs. Much Bass up in the booth with you for this one, and a little bit late coming in tonight is unfortunately we did have to restart the session due to an iRacing glitch that was unavoidable. But right now, beautiful weather here in the Phoenix Metroplex. 80-degree ambient air temperature, 80-degree track temperature, 25% water drain in the air, 1 mile an hour winds. These are about as perfect conditions as you could ask for a cup race here in the Valley of the Sun. And yes, you're not seeing things, folks. We are already under the lights here tonight. As the hot lap session getting ready to wind on down. Everybody getting that last minute tune-up put in their piece for this evening. As there goes practice, and here comes qualifying. And let's see who's going to be the first one to roll it. Relatively short field, but I dare say that this is going to be a good size for this track, because this place can get real jammed up real quick. Greg Wood Jr. going to be the first one to roll it. There he is in the Matco Tools number 78, rolling it off pit road already. Bill Sleep in the 63, he is rolling. Rhett Belzer, who's been on a tear the last couple of weeks. Cody Mitchell, there he is. Wes Fuller starting to roll in that Black Rifle Coffee number 35. Everybody's favorite condiment, Dave Mayo. So we get back to Greg Wood Jr. He's coming down to catch the green flag, or he's on his first flyer right now. Coming through 1 and 2. Used to be 3 and 4. Down the hallway he comes, leading into the final 2 corners of the track. On a good one so far. Purple in the first sector by quite a bit. Puts it right down on the apron, lets it run. Comes across the stripe. Junior goes to the top of the heap, setting the provisional. Bill Sleep going to slot in right behind him, about half a second to the clear. Red Bells are now up only 2 thousandths off. Let's see what Senior can do in the Jam Gooderwrench. Stars and Stripes completely blows through turn 1. Junior on a ripper goes even quicker. Good grief. First one to go sub 28 seconds here in Phoenix. Angel Santiago on his first flyer, and the Highland Myers Ford Mustang coming through 1 and 2, and down the hallway he goes with a good head of steam. Santiago up to second quick. Solid run. As Mitchell goes third. James Jones out on track right now. Going to abort the first lap. So it's going to be a 1 and done for him. There is Mark Parkhurst. One of the few Chevys in the field tonight. Comes across for lap 1. And Parkhurst is 8th quick so far. Cogswell on a solid one. Only good enough for 10th quick on the first lap. He's going to have to pick it up on lap 2. James Jones on his second flyer now. And much like his football team, this lap is not that great. I said it. And that is going to negate that lap. So he is going to be a 1 and done. He's going to need to get a safety lap. Caleb Collins out on track. 72 is on his first flyer. Solid first lap for him. At least that's what it's looking like it's going to be so far. And no, only 11th quick. Only 17 haulers in the infield here tonight. It's Cogswell in the 27 goes up to 3rd quick. As we now have 4 drivers sub 28 second here. Mayo was flirting with it. Just ran out of time. Caleb Collins coming through 3 and 4 now. Across the stripe. Collins improves to 6. Let's see what Jones is going to do in the 45. He's got to get a safety lap in here. That's the only thing he can do at this point. Not sure why he's so slow, but oh well. Caleb Collins on his 3rd flyer. 6 quick. Matt Metler in the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, number 93. Metler going to call it after 2. Does not improve from 12th. Jones, no time. We're still waiting on Josh Biltner, Richard Gonzalez, Dylan McDonald, and James Jones to all present for qualifying. I want to thank everybody for joining us in the live chat. If you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up. Let us know you're liking what you're seeing. It really does help share these races around the YouTube algorithm. James Jones, I should be asking you, where's your qualifying lap, bud? Dylan McDonald, your regular season champion, rolling it off pit road now. I know Dylan's folks are checking in tonight, watching this one. And yes, we are still using the same hashtag that we have been using. Hashtag Michelle Strong here tonight from Phoenix. Michelle, we're all pulling for you. Pride of Fort Wayne, Indiana, getting ready to put lap 1 in the books. Not going to set the world on fire, but it's going to be a solid lap. Safely in the field, 12th. And Dylan's going to have to pick the pace up a little bit. See what Sector 1's going to give him. He does improve. The question is, how much is the whole lap going to go? McDonald third quick. And he still has one left. Gonzalez, Filtner, and Jones are all going to have to... they're all going to have to hustle it to get at least one lap in. As McDonald does improve his time, does not improve his lap. So third quick for Dylan tonight. And that's probably going to do it for qualifying. Here you see the facility here in Avondale, Arizona. Beautiful area. I know a lot of people still like to have those seats up on Rattlesnake Hill on the top right of your screen there. And they call it Rattlesnake Hill for a reason, folks. There ain't enough money for me to go up there. We usually refer to those as nope ropes up here in the Northeast. Look at those and go, nope. So that is going to do it for qualifying, as there's not enough time to get one flyer in, let alone two. Greg Wood Jr. winning the Quick Time Award here tonight out of Hagerstown, using the hashtag Michelle Strong here tonight from Phoenix. So he's going to bring qualifying to a close. There goes that timer, and here comes the starting grid for tonight's race. Setting quick time, 27.840. Greg Wood Jr. goes quick time, 6 thousandths over Angel Santiago. Dylan McDonald going to roll it from row number 2. He's going to be joined with Jonathan Cogswell, Cody Mitchell, and Dave Mayo, everybody's favorite condiment. Going to roll it from row number 3. Row 4, Caleb Collins and Wes Fuller, Bill Sleep and Rhett Belzer in row 5. Row 6, Mark Parkhurst and Greg Wood Sr. Row 7 is going to see Matt Metler, who was the last one to lay a time in qualifying. He's going to be joined with James one of the two James Joneses in the 45. Richard Gonzalez starts inside row number 8 with the other James Jones in the 17. Starting shotgun on the field in the 48, Josh Biltner. That is tonight's 17-car starting grid. 125 laps of scheduled distance, 4 sets of tires to get it done. 65% fuel fill. We're looking pit window. Well, we should be able to make it through the first stage without much of an issue. Just waiting on the 45 and the 48 to grid up. Everybody else just idling it there. Boys are going to have to hurry because this is not a track you want to try to pit start from, because you will go a lap down quick, fast, and in a hurry. Just waiting on Biltner here. And Biltner going to have to pit start it. As the field starts to roll behind that Ford Mustang GT500 pace car, the official pace car of iRacing. Closed dog leg tonight, so they cannot use the apron. At least that's the last thing I heard. So there shouldn't be much contact coming off the pit road because there won't be cars at speed that low. Pace car peels on off on the exit of turn 2. Wood has the button, bringing them down the hallway. 125 laps scheduled distance. Geico restart zone in full effect here tonight. Everybody maintaining that pace speed of 55 miles an hour, 45 mile an hour pit road speed limit. The only thing that's left for me to say is it's time to wipe the visor and adjust the 5-point harness. Grandma, grab the tacos because it's time to get it on in the Southwest. Race fans, it's showtime! Complete Noah's Ark situation at the front of this field with everybody running 2x2x2. McDonald already up to third, though. Or Russell's third away, I should say, from Cogswell as he falls back behind Cody Mitchell as well. Santiago making a bid for the lead on the high side, coming through 3 and 4. They're leaning on each other. That's going to open the door for McDonald to get there. Santiago going to lead lap 1. The Orlando, Florida native currently showing the way. Everybody getting single filed out towards the front. The big battling is going on just inside the top 10 as Bill Sleep and Wes Fuller going at it after each other for 8th. Brett Belzer looking to make up some headway now as well as he's working the inside of Sleep. Little Ford on Chevy action back there as Belzer working the bottom lane. Here comes Mettler to follow him through. Sleep caught up on that outside lane and he does not look too comfortable up there. Mettler in a Chevy tonight. I'm digging it. Oh, contact towards the back. Greg Woods Sr. getting into it with Bill Sleep. That's going to bring out caution 1. And okay. Let's watch that again. You see Sr. in the Dale Sr. paint scheme. The 96 Atlanta Olympic scheme, if I remember correctly. Just gets up into Sleep. Everybody else doing a great job to avoid him. And here comes Daredevil. Cody Mitchell already with damage. What happened with Cody? Because he was damaged before he even got to Senior. Oh my. Yeah, we're going to have to go back another lap there. There you see him towards the front. Loses it. Oh! Well, he's going to have to burn the fast repair early as that is Bluetooth left front suspension. Both Mitchell and Senior on the hook. Actually, Mitchell drove it back to the pits. Senior, however, was not fortunate enough to be able to do so is when he hit the wall, it just hand grenaded the engine. Yeah. There is Angel Santiago. Hey, that was taken at Miami. I remember standing there. Working lap 6 of 125 here tonight. As the lights are out on the pace car, it's getting ready to haul it on off as they come through 1 and 2, formerly 3 and 4. I'm still not sure how I feel about the reconfigure of this track. It's down the hallway they come. Everybody looking to get a good getaway here. As they come into the Geico restart zone, Santiago went hella early and gets it sideways. Not sure what he was thinking there, but he just hemorrhaged spots. McDonald into the wall, coming through 2. Keeps his foot in it. We're under caution already. Matt Metler. Of course. Everybody jumps on the loud pedal that's asleep behind them. Jones in the 45 goes outside. Oh, 3 wide situation as Santiago is down on the apron. You're not supposed to be down there, and that's why. Watch that again. From high above in the iRacing blimp. Jumbled up start. They honestly should have waved that start off. Well, there's our first physics lesson of the night, boys and girls. 2 solid objects cannot occupy the same moment of the space-time continuum. It just doesn't work that way. With that, we are working caution number 2. And McDonald's bringing it down pit road already. Apparently not happy with that contact he made with the outside wall. That's going to put Greg Wood Jr. Back to the point. That now makes Richard Gonzalez back there in the Monster Energy number 23. Currently your biggest mover in 8th place, sitting +7 after not winning a time in qualifying. Lights out on the... no, lights are not out on the pace car. They should be going out next time by. Joseph and Michelle, always a pleasure to have you folks with us. So we should be getting lights out this time. See which lane Wood is going to take. And it looks like he's electing to go outside. That is going to put Jonathan Coggs. Okay, choose cone. Why not? That is kind of dangerous. You give Caleb Collins some clean air and an inside lane going into one. Oh, Katie barred the door. This is about to get fun. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Pace car is in. The Matco Tool 78 of Greg Wood Jr. has the button on the outside. Collins currently sitting +5. So solid move up from him after not getting the qualifying lap he was hoping for. Here we go. Wood waits on it, finally pulls the trigger. Collins going with him. Side by side through the dog leg. Collins going to slot in behind. Wood's going to have the advantage going into one. Collins looking to the inside. And that bottom lane through 1 and 2 is not the most ideal place to be. And Collins is not going to want to be down there for much longer. As Fuller now are under attack for third from Cogswell. 32 of Mark Parker's right there as well. Cogswell now sits +1 after starting fourth. Collins +5 in second. Fuller +4. Parker's +6. So there are some movers going on right now. Rhett Belzer sitting +4 as he was all over the back bumper of Parker's. So now falls back a little bit. Angel Santiago on a recovery drive. Looks like Santiago may have come down for tires. It is back towards the front of this piece. Wood Jr. is clocked out to a full second to the good. That was him flashing by the bottom of the screen. You can see the distance between himself and Collins as Collins has to deal with Cogswell, Fuller, and Parker's. Throw a blanket over second through fifth right now. Working lap 15 of 125 here tonight. Thank you all so much for making this part of your Friday evening. Santiago brushes the wall there coming off the 4. We stay with this battle up towards the front. Right now, it is a 3-horse dance for second, third, and fourth. The highest running Chevy is that 32 of Mark Parker's. As Cogswell looking to the outside on Collins. Collins is going to have to move up through 1 and 2 because he's killing all of his momentum through the flat portion of this track. Belzer has a slip up that's going to let Santiago get by. Racing clean, but racing hard right now. Santiago does have to consider he's in the playoffs. Belzer apparently not. So we've got some good fighting going on up here as Cogswell does make the pass on Collins. Collins battles back, though, from the outside. Collins given plenty of room through 3 and 4 and into the dog leg. Collins has got to be careful because here comes Fuller up the inside. Through 1 and 2, Collins and Fuller still door to door. Parker's right there going, guys, you need to get this sorted out quick because we're letting Cogswell get too far ahead. Collins finally gets it wrestled away from Fuller as Fuller has to chase it down the track coming off the 4. Fuller, though, keeps his foot in it. 3 wide coming through the dog leg. Parker's wisely backs out of it. Collins and Fuller still door to door. Complete Noah's Ark situation for third place right now as those guys still running side by side. No. Get skinny. Parker's looking to the inside of Collins now. Now looking to the inside of Fuller. Mark Parker's up to third. Santiago blows the corner entry going into one. He got into Collins. Those two guys trading paint back there. Here comes Rhett Belzer on Santiago. Collins continues to go wide into three. He's going to have to get that corner sorted out. Figure out the braking zone quick. Because all he's doing is just giving up time right now. Santiago back on the back bumper of Collins. Santiago bangs the wall coming across the line. Through the dog leg. Nothing too egregious going on there. As we are continuing to watch this battle for fifth between Caleb Collins in the 72 and Angel Santiago in the 90. Collins is taking that high line through 3 and 4, and it's not working. He's going to have to get that sorted out. Santiago gets by for fifth. Solid recovery drive as we are currently working lap 23, getting ready to put 23 in the books. Greg Wood Jr. crosses to do so. 1.79 seconds to the good over that man, Jonathan Cogswell. Your highest running Chevy, that's third place, Mark Parkhurst. You say we turn it up. Santiago overcooks the brakes going into 3. That's going to let Collins get back by him for 5th. He did that to try to stay off of Wes Fuller in the 35. As Fuller, he backed the corner up to try to get a better run through it. Santiago almost just ran him flat over. Santiago bangs the wall off of 2. Has to chase it down the track, down the hallway. That young man out of Orlando, Florida is struggling here tonight in the Valley of the Sun. Red bells are all over his back bumper right now. As your biggest mover currently is that man in the highest running Chevy, Mark Parker's +8. And just so happens your highest running Toyota, that's Richard Gonzalez, who is in 8th, is +7. Closest battle on track right now is between 6th, 7th, and 8th. Santiago, Belzer, and Gonzalez as they run line astern right now. Belzer under heavy pressure. So we're looking back from the deck lid of Belzer. Starts to pull a little bit on Gonzalez. He's not having a good time with it. And we're under caution. Oh, poop on a stick. What happened to Greg Wood Sr.? More importantly, what happened to Dylan McDonald? McDonald has left the building. What happened to Senior here? Chases it. Oh. Well, that's not good. Yeah. Definitely no bueno. A little bit of a loose condition coming off of 2. Got a little too aggressive on the loud pedal. Wholesale pit stops. Matter of fact, the entirety of the lead lap coming down pit road. Taking a quick look at the weather conditions. 80-degree ambient air temperature, relatively cool conditions here in the Valley of the Sun. As normal daytime highs are north of 110. This is sweatshirt and long pants weather. 81-degree track temperature is... remember what I said about the entirety of the lead lap? Yeah, I take that back. Bill Sleep stayed out to get a lap led. And Angel Santiago stayed out as well. Now, Santiago's got to be careful because he inadvertently took a set of tires back on lap 9 for that caution. And he kind of put himself behind the 8 ball as everybody else was able to take 4 fresh tires. Caleb Collins, though. Wes Fuller and Caleb Collins only took 2. Now that could help Collins because he was fighting a tight condition going into 3. 44, Cody Mitchell looking to stay out to get one of his almost 10 laps back. Santiago brings it pit side this time. Interesting. Not sure I agree with that call, but it is what it is now. It's Wes Fuller going to have the button this time. As Mitchell should get released here for the free pass. Lights are out. There goes Mitchell. And Fuller takes the outside lane. Greg Wood Jr. going up to the inside. Junior's already shown tonight that he can be very dangerous if you give him clean air. So Fuller's going to have to get a hell of a restart, which I don't know how effective it's going to be, only taking 2 tires. Junior. So Fuller on 2, Junior on 4, Collins is on 4, Collins is on 2, Cogswell's on 4. Parkhurst and everybody behind him took 4. Buckle up. Here we go. Getting ready to put 36 in the books here tonight. Holds him down through almost the entirety of that restart zone. Fuller gets a good getaway. Junior and Collins battling it out for second right now. They're going to have to get that sorted out quick. Collins has the advantage right now on that outside lane. He can carry a little more speed. Junior, though, throws the slider coming off at 2. Gets up in front of him. Cogswell looking for some spots as well. Collins might be in trouble, only having taken 2. Wes Fuller shows the way. Cogswell looks to the inside of Collins. Not close enough to make anything stick going into 1. A battle for third, hot and heavy right now is Collins on the outside, Cogswell on the inside. Here we go, battle for the lead. It's Greg Wood Jr. in the Matco Tools, number 78, makes it stick coming through the dog leg. Fuller going to try to battle back, but 2 tires not really working here tonight so far. Now Parker's on 4 freshies. He's working the backside of Collins. Collins might be second guessing himself now, but he's going to have enough time to claw this back. Gets a little bit better run as Belzer looking up the inside of Parkhurst. Gets that one sorted out. Here comes Cogswell looking to the inside of Fuller for second. And, oh, by the way, Greg Wood Jr. already out to almost a full second lead. Oh! Save it. Nope. Caution. Let's take a look at what happened with Mark Parkhurst. He was skating down the front chute there. Let's see if we can see anything egregious taking place. He may have just gotten a little too aggressive on the loud pedal on corner exit, because we've been seeing these guys downshift. Yep, just a little too aggressive on that fuel pedal. Tire's still a little bit on the cold side, and Parkhurst is around to bring out caution number 4. With that, we're going to step away, pay a couple bills, and we'll be back right after this. And we are back in the Valley of the Sun. Greg Wood Jr. has command of this one. He's starting from the outside this time. Pace car is already in, bringing him down the long hallway. Used to be the front stretch here. Now technically considered the back stretch. Junior brings him into the Geico restart zone from that outside lane. Cogswell backs off a little bit and watch him go. And Fuller goes with him. Cogswell got snookered on that restart. Here comes Caleb Collins, still fighting on two tires, as that is everybody's favorite condiment, David Mayo, in the Hellman's number 08, right in front of him. It's Cogswell and Fuller starting to heat things up for second place. Fuller hanging tough on the outside there. Two-tire hero not working the way he was hoping for right now. As Cogswell gets back by him. Mayo now stalking Fuller. Greg Wood Jr. already stepping out to 3/4 of a second. The rest of the field getting pretty single-filed out. Mayo trying to look to the just a little outside the 35. As Belzer works his way around Caleb Collins. Collins still having problems with that corner entry. Here comes Santiago on a recovery drive. Parkhurst and Collins now going after each other. Parkhurst did take 4 back on lap 41. Gonna have to get it sorted out quick, because it is a very hungry Richard Gonzalez back there. The man out of Massachusetts, rocking the Monster Energy number 23 here tonight. Toyota, the only Toyota in the field. As Parkhurst works the inside of, goes around the outside of Collins. Another New Englander out of Enfield, New Hampshire. Would definitely be a wicked piss tonight if Parkhurst can put it on the podium. Santiago back into the top 5 as he's gotten back by Belzer. Mayo, though, running in 4th, starting to fall back into his clutches as Parkhurst and Belzer going after each other. Working lap 50 of 125 here tonight. As we go back up to this battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th between Mayo, Santiago, Belzer, and Parkhurst. As Parkhurst now has to deal with Belzer, was working to the outside, still working the outside for Parkhurst. Crosses him over, coming off of 1, blows the corner, and that's a wall. Well, that's definitely not what Parkhurst was looking to do. As Greg Wood Jr., as we're going to take a look up here, that's Wood and Cogswell running about a half a second off of each other. And from Cogswell back to Fuller, 3.5 seconds. Fresh tires are going to be king here tonight in the Valley of the Sun. Race number 2 of the playoffs here at Phoenix, part of the Monsters of Speed NewGen Cup Series here on Sim Racing Media. Thank you so much for making this part of your Friday evening. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, share, and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss a single mode of action here on Sim Racing Media, as we do have racing again 7 nights a week. Multiple races most nights. It's tomorrow afternoon at 5:30. We are going to kick things back off with Matt Metler and I in the booth for round number 2 of the ISNF Cup Series, Season 6. And Santiago has gotten by Fuller. Parker's now working on James Jones in the 45. "16 of the 17 cars that showed up still running. 13 of them still on the lead lap. As that would be James Jones in the 17 back there as the final car as such. There's Mayo and Belzer getting that one sorted out. Mayo holding strong. Belzer holding down 6th. Collins in 7th, looking to get back by the 94. These two Texas boys going to work on each other right now. As Mayo starting to make Fuller's day a little bit more hectic. As a matter of fact, this is what Wes Fuller is seeing out of his rearview mirror. That big Hellman's logo getting bigger and bigger with every lap. This Mayo getting a little bit of aggressiveness with it, going into 3. Gives up some coming through 4, and everybody's got to stay above that yellow line coming through the dogleg. You can dip 2, but you go any more than just the tires over the line, you are going to get a slowdown penalty, and that is not going to help anybody's back tonight. Is that? Wow. Caleb Collins got sent up the track and dropped a couple of spots from that. It's Richard Gonzalez, your highest running Toyota, your only Toyota in the field, currently now sitting plus 8 in 7th. He's 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, all right there within striking distance of each other. The field's starting to get a little bit strung out. And as I say that, Gonzalez closes in on Belzer. And with him being from Texas, I'm wondering if it's the same Rhett that is on Good Mythical Morning podcast. I'm going to have to ask him at some point. Somebody remind me to do that, will you? As Mayo continues to stalk Fuller. Fuller hanging tough now on those 2 older tires. As Mayo closes right in on him. Looking to the inside, trying to get some clean air to that radiator into 3 and 4. You guys are going to have to get this sorted out quick as Mayo now pulls alongside of Belzer. Belzer using the outside lane, that second lane coming through 1 and 2. Mayo trying to be a little more aggressive. He's got to be careful. I'm sorry, that's Fuller. That's Belzer on the outside. This is getting good in the neighborhood. Oh, David Mayo, don't go too much lower than that. It's definitely going to hamper his forward momentum as Gonzalez now gets by him. in 6th place, now +9. Mayo got the slowdown. Mayo got a slowdown penalty. He went a little too low there coming through the dog leg, and that cost him as Belzer working the inside on Fuller. Belzer on the fresher tires. Your highest running Chevy currently. As we are just past the halfway mark here tonight. This battle for 4th still hot and heavy as Belzer finally wrestles it away. Gonzalez now works the inside of Fuller as those tires on 35 have pretty much given up the ghost at this point. Those lefts are whooped. Gonzalez sends it going into 3. Russell's 5th away from Fuller. So now both guys that only took 2, Fuller and Collins, running 6th and 7th. David Mayo, after that slowdown, runs in 9th. He runs in 8th. Mark Parker's in 9th. James Jones in the 45. Rounding out your top 10, Matt Metler, Bill Sleep, and James Jones in the 17. Making up your lead lap cars. And 13 drivers still left on the lead lap. Cody Mitchell has put it on the hauler. Dylan McDonald has put it on the hauler. Greg Woods Sr. still fighting away at it. As Mayo now works the inside of Fuller. Gets that spot. Now sets his sights on Caleb Collins. And I dare say we're about halfway through this current fuel run. And we're definitely not within you can make it from here territory. There you see the Miracle Whip special of David Mayo. Red Belzer and Richard Gonzalez slugging it away for 4th place right now. Oh, Belzer a little bit sideways off of 4. That's going to give Gonzalez a run at him going into 3. Gonzalez not pushing the issue yet. Still a little early in this race. Gonzalez looking to get that bonus point, that all-important bonus point for a clean race here tonight. Belzer starting to struggle now. I think the battle that he had with Collins and Mayo earlier, he may have used up a little too much of that Goodyear just a little too soon. It's now Matt Metler working his way around Mark Parkhurst. Metler on a solid run right now, up into 9th. Currently sits +4. Getting back up here to the battle for 4th. That's Richard Gonzalez in 5th, who sits +10. Red Belzer in front of him in the 94, in 4th. Currently sits +6, so definitely some movement going on here in this field as we are far from seeing the last caution flag. Belzer get a little bit of tail wiggle coming off of 4. Gets on the loud pedal and the back end wants to step out. Gonzalez still straight as an arrow right now behind him. It's more pronounced coming off of 2, or at least it has been the last couple of laps. Gonzalez tiptoeing around there, not wanting to really put the car in a bad situation, not wanting to put either car in a bad situation. Working lap 75 here of 125 tonight. Thank you so much for making this part of your Friday evening as we are watching this battle for fourth between Red Belzer and Richard Gonzalez. And Michelle, it's our pleasure to be right here in your corner, rooting for you the whole way, lady. You can beat this. I know you can. I feel it in my heart. And being as we are, talking about this subject, we ask that everybody head on over to trishashope.com. Now, Trish's Hope is a support program for people battling cancer, all forms of cancer. I got introduced to them through a good friend of mine, Brian Tarnowski, who unfortunately lost his wife on her second battle with breast cancer. But, Trish's Hope was right there in their corner for both battles because and what Trish's Hope does is they provide aid to families going through, the cancer crisis. For example, there's a lot of people out there that have to put the choice on the, pardon my phrase, but they put the choice out there of putting food on the table or paying for the cancer drugs for the month. Well, that's where Trish's Hope comes in. They will help you with that grocery bill. They will help you with the electric and gas bill to keep the lights on, to keep the air conditioners going here in the blistering hot summers. I know up here in central New York anyways, we have been having record highs for temperature and heat index. As a matter of fact, it got up to 95 here today with a heat index north of 100. But, Trish's Hope, they collect the donations and they give them out where they're needed. So it may only be, a Dunkin' Donuts coffee or a Starbucks coffee or a Tim Hortons coffee out of your pocket, once a week. It's a $5 bill. It's one coffee. So for the price of one less coffee a week, you're $5, and the next person's $5, and this person's $5, and that person's $5, and they all add up as that brings the stage to a close. Wood, Cogswell, Santiago, Belzer, Gonzalez, Collins, Mayo, Fuller, Metler, and Parkhurst getting the points for the stage. But trishashope.com and use the hashtag Michelle Strong so they know where it came from. We'll be right back after this. we are back at the Valley of the Sun with our stage winner, Greg Wood Jr. Greg, safe to assume you like the setup change that the league made.
Yeah, actually it works pretty well for my driving style. So I'm easy in, hard off, so it fits me quite nicely.
Well, definitely putting on a clinic of how to get around this joint. How bad is the tire wear here tonight?
That run, the first run I still had 94 all the way around. That run I had about 86 the whole way around, so it's really not that bad.
So, still hockey pucks on the car.
Actually, I mean I got plenty of grip. It's actually a little tight. So I got my brakes. I got my brakes all the way to the rear.
Well, that would explain why we saw some guys trying two earlier to see if they could free the car up. But we're getting ready to go lights out on the pace car. Greg, best of luck to you here in the closing segment.
Thank you, sir.
There you saw it. Greg Wood Jr. winning the stage as lights getting ready to go out on the pace car. As we are going to reach out now to the driver of the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, number 93, my normal broadcast partner, Matty Metler. Matt, what are you thinking it's like out there?
Tony, what's going on, bud?
You tell me. You're the one in the car.
It's fun out here, man. The new setup is really working, meshing well with the track. I mean, you can't beat these temperatures, man. I know you're all about the weather. Digging it out there right now. Just got to catch a couple breaks, man. And I think we might have something for them.
Well, so far you've got a pretty good run going. Last car to late time in qualifying, you're currently sitting in the top 10. Solid run. Bring it home from here, my friend.
You got it, 10-4 there, Chief.
As here we go, getting ready to turn them back loose. Wood winning the battle off pit road in the Matco Tools, number 78. He is going to lead us back to Green Angel Santiago. What do you know? The same way we started this piece, those two are right back next to each other. Into the Geico restart zone we go. Junior jumps on the loud pedal, and Santiago goes with him. Wood able to arc it into the dog leg as Santiago now has to deal with Cogswell all over his back bumper. And here comes Gonzalez with a charge going into 1 and 2. Gonzalez in 5th, Belzer in 4th, still door to door, down the hallway they come. And there's your battle for 4th and 5th, still side by side as Gonzalez going to send it. And Belzer lets it eat. Gonzalez has to jump on the binders to stay off him. And he's going to hemorrhage some spots here. That is no bueno for sure. As Fuller and Belzer now going after each other. Fuller in the 35, up to 4th. Belzer in 5th. Collins back to 6th after taking 4 that time. Learned the hard way that 2 tires don't work here tonight at Phoenix. It's Cogswell and Santiago making a battle out of it for 2nd place here. If Santiago can keep it off the wall, he should be able to hang with those 2 fast Fords in front of him. Matter of fact, Fords occupy the top 5 spots. Rhett Belzer in the Mayhem Motorsports number 94 is your highest running non-Ford with the bow tie. And Richard Gonzalez in the lone Toyota in the field runs right behind him in 7th. David Mayo on a recovery drive right now. And there it is. Greg Wood Jr. and Jonathan Cogswell both become the first 2 drivers here tonight to go sub 28 in race trim. That's impressive. Matter of fact, 27.79 with a 3 for Woods. As the battle at the front starting to get strung out a little bit. Cogswell finally gets a gap over Santiago. Santiago still holds a gap over Fuller. Caleb Collins in 5th. There he is. Rhett Belzer pretty close right now, within striking distance, as we currently have 9 cars left on the lead lap. Greg Wood Jr., Jonathan Cogswell, Angel Santiago, Wes Fuller, Caleb Collins, Rhett Belzer, Richard Gonzalez, David Mayo, and Matt Metler as the last car on the lead lap. Metler not too far behind Mayo right now. He's trying to keep that car in one piece. Let's go back up a little further. Belzer, Mayo, and Belzer, Gonzalez, and Mayo, I should say. Right there. Matt Mettler not too far behind. Still within striking distance of everybody around him. And unfortunately, I don't know if we can make it from here. I'm going to assume it's yes with a question mark. As everybody was last down on lap 82. We're 10 laps in. We still have 30 to go. It's going to be close. My high-powered Gazintas was telling me about 45 is all we're going to be seeing out of a tank to go fast tonight. So it's going to be cutting it real close if we don't get another caution. There's Mayo looking to the inside on Gonzalez. Battle for 7th. Mayo makes it stick. Now starts to reel in Belzer. Mettler there as well. Gonzalez struggling right now on the newer tires. He's usually a long-run driver anyways, and that's when that car really starts to come into its own. Right now, this field more strung out than a methadone clinic. Greg Wood Jr., Jonathan Cogswell, second separates those two. As we're going to bring up the time delta. Cogswell reels a little bit back. From Cogswell to Santiago, you've got just over a second and a quarter. From Santiago to Fuller is just over a second. From Fuller back to Collins to round out your top 5, it's another second and a quarter. Let's get back to this battle back here. As that is Belzer, Mayo, and Gonzalez running stem to stern right now. Mayo starting to give a little pressure to Belzer. Misses the corner entry going into 3. Slides it up coming through 4. That's going to open the door for Gonzalez to get to him. Gonzalez, again, not one to put that Toyota in a bad situation. Does not push the issue, but we're running out of time. Quick, fast, and in a hurry as we are inside 30 to go. And again, it's going to be an outside gamble of whether or not these guys can make it home from here. Mayo continues to stalk Belzer, runs a little bit lower line through 1 and 2. And I don't agree with that lower lane. That end of the track has always been a second lane or second groove portion of track because you carry more speed. Down on the bottom, especially with this independent rear suspension car, you're pinching the chassis off too much and bogging the motor down to try to stick on that yellow line. If you're in an Indy car, yeah, let it eat. I mean, heck, you can run down by the inside rub rail if you want, but in a stock car, for starters, there's nothing stock about a stock car. But 25 to go next time by, I should say. Greg Wood Jr. continuing to show the way by a second. Jonathan Cogswell a second and 3/4 over Angel Santiago, who's got 2 over Wes Fuller. Fuller's got a second and a half over Caleb Collins. And Collins is 2 seconds up the road from this battle for 6th, 7th, and 8th, and 9th. Mettler's starting to turn the wick up on Gonzalez right now. The Flamin' Hot Cheetos Camaro has just been on fire as of late. 25 to go. 24 to go. So Mettler looking to the inside of Gonzalez. Gonzalez gives him plenty of room coming through 3 and 4. Mettler up to 8th plus 5. Gonzalez back to 9th plus 6. Battle in a slightly tight condition here tonight. Start to loosen up as the tires start to wear in. But right now, this car is pretty much on the tight side. As Mayo looking to the inside of Belzer. Belzer just slams the door in his face going into one. Everybody can slot back in line. Try to get some pull down this hallway of a back straightaway. Coming off of 2 and into 3 they go. Watching this battle for 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th still rage on. It is your closest battle on track as you're under a half a second from each other. Each one of them is. As a matter of fact, it's only a half a second between Belzer in 6th and Gonzalez in 9th. Just a half a second. So these guys are definitely picking them up and laying them down right now. Coming to 20 to go. Wood now out to a 2 1/4. Cogswell 2 seconds over Rangel Santiago, who is 3.5 seconds over Wes Fuller as the final step of the podium. But right now, I mean, we are just watching this battle just outside the top 5. As a matter of fact, Richard Gonzalez back there in 9th scored as the last car on the lead lap. As here comes Metler on Mayo, thinks better of it. That opens the door for Gonzalez to get a run off of 4. Through the dog leg, side by side, Gonzalez and Metler still slugging it out for 8th and 9th. 2 of your biggest movers of the night so far. Metler way down on the low side, trying to make it happen right now. Gonzalez continuing to run that high lane and just carrying the speed around this joint. 1 mile, that's all this track is in length. And you've got to just maximize everything you possibly can. Metler has to chase it down the track, coming off at 2. Keeps his foot in it, though, and gets by Gonzalez. Back into 8th for Metler, back to 9th for Gonzalez. +5 and +6, respectively. Greg Wood Jr. continuing to show the way. Let's go on board with our race leader and see what he's seeing. So here you see he's taking a little bit of a late apex through 1 and 2, and I like what he's doing there. Because not too many people realize that is a late apex corner. Everybody just tries to hug that yellow line all the way around, and it just doesn't work. You enter a little bit high and then cut it down in the back half of the corner to get that straightaway as straight as you can, as soon as you can. And that's why you really carry the speed through 1 and 2 here. 3 and 4 right down on the yellow stripe, as that is the banked corner. And a little bit of a dog leg, the banking through the dog leg, keeping it above that yellow line is going to really not unsettle the car as much as an open dog leg would. And that's really where people pay the price here, as 10 to go, 9 to go. Greg Wood Jr. continuing to show the way. 2.5 seconds to the good over Jonathan Cogswell, who's got 3 seconds over Angel Santiago, who's got 3 3/4 seconds over Wes Fuller, who's got 2 over Caleb Collins in 5th. As the battle still rages on back there for 8th and 9th. Actually, 7th, 8th, and 9th. As that is Mayo, Metler, and Gonzalez. 2 Chevys and a Yoda. The question is Metler save enough tires, or is that car going to start to go a little bit south? It's Gonzalez just struggling right now to figure out what he's got to do to get by Metler. And Metler throwing everything he can at Mayo. Hit him with the mustard. Mayo blows the corner entry into turn 3. That's going to open the door for Metler. Drag race through the dog leg side by side. As Mayo has to chase it down, throws the block on Metler. Metler backs out of it early. Keeps the momentum though, as Mayo blows the corner into 3. That car is not wanting to initiate turn in. Mayo may have gone too hard too early, as now Metler going to send it going into 3, and Gonzalez looks to follow him through. Oh, baby, Metler into the wall. Gonzalez now and Metler still side by side. Gonzalez got hit with a slowdown. Gonzalez got whacked with a slowdown penalty coming through the dog leg. Went too low. Metler up to 6. Gonzalez back to 9th. Mayo in 8th. Oh, what could have been. 5 to go. The handshake lap for Greg Wood Jr. as he works his way around James Jones in the 45. Four to go. All he's got to do is not have a caution come out. He's 4 seconds to the good over Jonathan Cogswell right now. And Junior can punch his ticket into the next round of the playoffs. Make that 3 to go. Laps cooking off pretty quick here tonight. Sorry for the delayed start, folks, but we had an iRacing glitch that we could not get fixed. We definitely had to get that solved, or this race would have been led the most laps by the pace car. As we're coming to popsicle sticks in the air, Greg Wood Jr. now 4 1/4 seconds over Jonathan Cogswell, who's 2.5 over Angel Santiago. Still picking them up and laying them down right now. All we got to do is just not have something go horribly wrong in the next half mile. Down the hallway. This is James Jones in the 45, right in front of your race leader. Coming through across the stripe, and we are officially racing back to checkers. Greg Wood Jr., Jonathan Cogswell Angel Santiago, Wes Fuller, Caleb Collins, Red Belzer, Matt Metler, David Mayo, Richard Gonzalez. Those are the 9 lead lap cars. Nobody else in danger of going a lap down right now as Woods brings it down the hallway for the final time. Coming to the stripe through turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag is in the air. And Junior wins. Jonathan Cogswell comes across for second. Angel Santiago crosses for third. There is Wes Fuller in fourth. Caleb Collins in fifth. Red Belzer, Matt Metler with a top 10. Just holding off David Mayo. But the man of the hour right there. And how about that? We broke the announcer's curse. The pride of Hagerstown, Maryland, Greg Wood Jr., congratulations on punching your ticket into the next round of the playoffs.
Thank you, sir. It was definitely a fun race.
It looked fun. How much do you think having a closed dog leg affected the outcome tonight?
Actually, I think it helped because we would have had a lot more freaking cautions if it was open, because a lot of people would have been trying it.
That's kind of what I was thinking, and I'm glad you guys did close the dog leg, but, I mean, Greg, this setup just fell right into your wheelhouse.
It was crazy. I mean, perfect. I'm a very routine and momentum and freaking whatever kind of driver, so if I get in a rhythm, I just stay in that rhythm. I had the same marks every time. A lot of restarts messes with me. But yeah, I mean, easy in, hard off. It worked for me tonight.
Well, I liked the line that you were taking through 1 and 2, and not too many people realize that end of the track is a late apex corner. And, yep. I mean, you were just nailing it lap after lap after lap. I think you maybe varied from the start of the race to the end of the race. I think you maybe varied half a tire width from what I was seeing.
Yeah. Sometimes I tried entering in the third lane and coming down to the second lane, but I gave up too much time on Cogswell. Mainly, I just stuck with entering second lane, coming off first lane.
Well, Greg, again, congratulations on the win here tonight. Who do you need to thank? Who helps you get it done on that Matco Tools ride?
I'd like to thank everybody at Titletown and Rage Motorsports. Since coming over here, we've definitely worked as a team very well, and we help each other get better. You guys putting on a good broadcast and everything. Angel and Mayo and Zach Woods for all of our admin responsibilities we have to take care of. We're already getting ready for next season, getting the schedule and everything hammered out. So thank you for putting on a good broadcast, sir.
Well, you guys keep giving me good action like you did tonight, and I'll keep giving you the good broadcast. Greg Wood Jr., congratulations on the victory.
Thanks, sir.
And joining me now, the driver of the number 27, Jonathan Cogswell. Congratulations on a podium. Who says you can't pass here at Phoenix? As you did gain 2 spots.
Yeah, it was a struggle trying to keep up with Greg, but I was hoping he'd make a mistake, but he never did. He's clearly the fastest car. But I want to win one of these days, but I'm really happy with back-to-back podiums.
I was going to say, that should put you as the number 1 seed going into the next round. Points-wise, anyways. But talk us through, it looked like in the first part of the run, the car was battling a tight in condition. And in the later part of the run, it looks like you were battling a loose off condition.
Yeah, I was just wearing the tires a little bit, kind of sending it in there.
Well, as you mentioned, John, back-to-back podium finishes here. Congratulations on doing so. I mean, consistency does win championships normally, but you definitely punching your ticket into the next round. Best of luck to you then. Who do you need to thank? Who helps you get it done on the 27th?
I just want to thank all drivers showing up, and thank you for broadcasting, and thank you for the admins for having us.
All right, Jonathan Cogswell, congratulations. We'll see you next week, my friend.
See you soon.
And joining us now, the driver of the Highland Myers Ford Mustang, the number 90, Angel Santiago. Started second, finished third, but you had a big oops moment there in the mid-race.
Yeah, I was just talking with the guys in Discord, and I'm looking at the left wall, and I was earlier in the race. I was looking for the O'Reilly red tape. I knew that if I paid attention to that from here, I knew more or less where Greg was going to jump, and I was just kind of just lapse of judgment, not paying attention. So
Yeah, but you had the button.
I know that's the problem. I said, "All right, I'm going. We're going." And
yeah, you only went about 200 yards early.
oh goodness! I noticed what I did, and that's why I was like, "Oh, screw it." I was like, "All right, let me pull off here, and try to fix that because that was on me." So mistakes they happen, but by no means was I fast enough to keep up with Greg and Jonathan tonight. They were just two cars on another mission.
Well, I mean, you definitely had some speed in that Highland Myers Ford, but Angel, great run here tonight. Congratulations on the podium. Who helps you get it done on that Ford?
We'll always thank the good Lord first, and can't do any of this without him. Thank you guys, of course, Tony, for putting up with us.
It's what I get paid to do.
Well, not enough, right?
True.
And of course, everybody in the league. Everybody here in the league, they make it what it is. I know Cogswell and I will figure out a way to win one of these eventually. Me and him got the most second place finishes in the league. Him first, then me second without a win. So, Greg, just keep racking them up. But hey, man, we're having fun out here. We'll make it to the next round of the playoffs, and we'll keep having fun.
All right, Angel Santiago.
Oh, I got to thank my girlfriend too. Well,
I was just about to mention you forgot to thank the most important person in
Rebecca
the room.
will murder me. Yes.
Yeah, and I would sit there holding the camera while she did it. But Angel Santiago, congratulations on another podium. We will see you next week, my friend.
Thank you, guys. You guys have a good night.
And that is going to do it for us tonight. We got another one in the books. Greg Wood Jr. coming home with the victory. Jonathan Cogswell, Angel Santiago rounding out your podium. We already spoke to those three gentlemen. Wes Fuller coming home in fourth. Caleb Collins fifth. Red Pelzer in sixth. Matt Metler, solid run out of the 93. Flamin' Hot Cheetos putting in work here tonight. Coming home in seventh as your biggest mover of the night, +6. Congratulations, Matt, on that one. Dave Mayo, everybody's favorite condiment, in eighth. Richard Gonzalez rounding out your lead lap cars in ninth. Mark Parker's in 10th. First car one lap down. James Jones, Bill Sleep, the other James Jones, Greg Woods Sr., Cody Mitchell, Dylan McDonald, and rounding out your drivers that started this piece, as Josh Biltner did not take the green in the 48. That is going to do it for us tonight. Be sure to join us tomorrow night as we've got a double header kicking off at 5:30 Eastern time with the ISNF Cup Series. It'll be Matt Metler and I in the booth for that one. And then Matt's going to be doing double duty, I believe, with Liam tomorrow night for the Dynasty Racing League. That is going to do it for our coverage here from the Valley of the Sun. Race number 2 of the playoffs for the Monsters of Speed NewGen Cup Series. This is Tony Trapasso reminding you, ladies and gentlemen, that as you walk down the road of life this week, and until we get a chance to meet again, do me a huge favor. Don't play in traffic. Good night, everybody.